Hey, 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 hey. What's up? What's happening, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is June 30th and it is 3:14 in the AM. I want to share some, I want to say very interesting. And I'm saying that because I'm even thinking about the word or the use of the word interesting. There's some strange happenings this morning. I need to say that in all my 60 plus years, I have never seen this before. I've heard about it. I know the phrase for it. And I live in a city with a huge homeless population. Or let me cutesy it up like everybody who is too PC to use this term. Unhoused. What is the difference between unhoused and homeless? Oh, somebody's going to get offended by the term homeless. You're not living in a house. What does that make you? You don't have a roof over your head. What does that make you? See, sometimes the harshness of a phrase needs to be a wake-up call for people who have material blessings. Maybe it'll give cause for pause and motivation for movement. That part. That being said, I saw a homeless person sitting in the middle of the road. Now the term is dumpster diving. Yeah, that part. And there's videos on TikTok dedicated to people dumpster diving and finding, I want to say, retail merchant discards. And in that, we find that a good thing, you know, a come up, if you will. But when it's somebody that's dumpster diving for food, you know, to stay alive, because they have no material blessings, we don't think about that. You know, and then I know the conversation of, you know, standing outside of a restaurant, fast food joint, asking to purchase food because they're hungry. See, most of those folks don't want the food, they want the money. Now, I'm in the habit of buying food, but money is hard to come by for me. You know, every single dollar is accounted for in that, you know, I owe everybody and their mama from living on borrowed time. Because I also live in one of the most expensive cities in the Bay Area. You know, there are some well-to-do areas, but that's for the folks who chose to live there because they are well-to-do. I am Jane Working Stiff. See, we got John Q. Public, so I'm Jane Q. Working Stiff. You know, I have a student loan. And I want to say that the school lied to me, and the loan company is shiesty. For those of you who don't know what that word means, look it up. See, now I'm prompting people to Google things as far as terminology. The loan companies are shiesty. You know, I started off with Sallie Mae which proved to be doing some underhanded business deals. And when that was exposed, then it went to that lovely company, Navient. My loan was sold to Navient. And that company proved to be unscrupulous. Then, I believe now it's with, I can't pronounce the name of this company. I'm going to do the best I can because I don't pay attention. I just pay the student loan bill because I know how they can mess people up. It's Mohela, something like that, something to that nature, which also has been cited for unscrupulous practices. Now, I was told when I initially utilized the FAFSA, and that's the major federal student loan money, that the debt could be written off because I work in public service. I worked in this field for over 25 years. I graduated in 2006. That student loan, man, that chews up a big chunk of my money. Then I have a tax bill because I was helping a family member out and claiming maximum number of exemptions. That part. So I have a tax bill that I'm making payments on. So that is a good portion of my check there. I own a car. And I live now without a housemate. Now, having a housemate reduced my outgo. So you have income. I live on outgo. But yeah, it's just, for the working stiffs, it's hard to keep your head above water. And I grew up with that kind of struggle. You know, not that I mind the struggle, I'm paying my bills, but at the same time, you know, would love to have extra money. That's why I started the t-shirt company, or the t-shirt biz, in order to have some extra money. But I have to pay taxes on that. So, yeah, it's rough. That being said, I understand why the person was dumpster diving for food, and they had a huge trash bag from KFC because I could see the logo. Then after I drive past that person, because it's pitch black out, you know, after I get past that person, you know, it's God touch. There's a baby raccoon in the middle of the road. And the little dude decided to pretty much play chicken with my car, which is a Jeep. And he ran a couple of feet in front of the car and would stop. Now, I love animals so much that, you know, I'm not going to accidentally run over a baby, you know, because that's how he was running. So I'm driving at like 2 miles an hour till the little dude decides to get out of the street. That part. So that's interesting coincidence for this morning. Yesterday morning, you know, I shared that I'm treating myself to a room makeover. So yesterday morning, I get up to check the status of a couple of things. And this year, I'm going to pay off what I owe in taxes. So, you know, until I get my inheritance money. And then when I get that, I will pay off the loan that I got to pay my taxes. So all that being said, I attempt to get on the computer. So Saturday my computer was not charging. You know, I had the power bank plugged in, and then it eventually just stopped working. I'm like, okay, here we go. No matter what I did, it would not charge. That being said, I had to order a new computer. Now I already have a credit account with this particular computer manufacturer. So my computer will be here on the 2nd. But that also halts my business because all my business is on that hard drive. So I spent the day yesterday taking out the hard drive. Now I was going to do some minor electronic repairs because it's going to be a long time before I get out of the house for any entertainment. So I have an original Game Boy, which I love it. That was my game of choice. Then I have the classic Atari, which I love, with the kind with the joystick. You know, I bought that when they did an anniversary edition. I also have a Wii. So, you know, my downtime, I do a lot of things that just relax the mind. I have a ton of books. You know, I finished my education hours for my certification. So I have to have a state certification in order to practice what I practice or do what I do for a living. So all that is done. So now I have 2 years where I can just have some me time. So that is part of my me time. Video games, mindless video games. So I'm going to enjoy that as well. But yeah, it's been rough. It has been rough. The other piece of this is part of my room makeover. I ordered 2 bookcases from IKEA. You'll see my room set up. I'm going to take pictures as I go. So I ordered 2 bookcases from IKEA. Received a notice on my phone what time they would be delivered. I opened my front door just to see the delivery guy propping up the last bookcase on the front porch. I couldn't lift those things. That furniture is solid. Now I get to have the joy of putting it together. You know, I already have the new bed frame. I ordered some nightstand looking furniture. Ordered a new duvet cover. So it's a work in progress, a colorful work in progress. So I plan on getting all that done during my vacation, which starts tomorrow. So that's what I'm really talking about. That's what I'm really celebrating. And my vacation, I think I shared this, July 1st is the first time I was pronounced cancer-free. So I celebrate that day, which is tomorrow, every year. My vacation starts on that day. And I've been at this current job for 9 years. 9 years. Before that, I worked at another place for 14, doing this exact same thing. God is good, isn't he? Always makes a way.